Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Hooked Up Fishing. This is going to be the edition where I'm going to be inviting some of my listeners, some of my kayakers that have been asking me to come out and go fishing with them. Okay, what I'm planning on is this next Saturday coming up. I don't know the exact date right now because I'm not looking at a calendar, but I'm planning on going out to the North Jetties. The reason is it's a place that I went before and launched my kayak, and I was able to launch from the beach. Secondly, my brother that I fished with yesterday, he's going out of town. Okay, so I'm going to have to depend on my kayak, all right, this weekend. All right, coming up, I'm inviting anybody that wants to go out and kayak fish with me to come out there and kayak fish with me. I'd love for you guys to have a Hobie, but I'm sure you guys that do kayak know your kayaks well enough to be able to wear a life jacket and be safe out on the jetties. Okay, whatever side is rough, that's the side we're not going to fish. So I'm going to try to have us in calm water, and I just want to go out and have a good time, have some of my fellow kayak friends come out and fish with me. And while I'm doing that, I'm also going to go ahead and do a little walkthrough of my Hobie and how I'm set up to go out here and kayak fish. Okay. This bag here is a bag that I takes out, and it's equipped with everything that I need lure wise, and you know, if I want to fish live bait, weights, hooks, and all of that. And when I was out with my brother, you know, I took some of the components off of the kayak that I normally, you know, have on it, which is here. It's a fish grabber, and that's just a piece of plexiglass plate, and just drill it out and put bungee cords, stretch bungees, and all kind of little things that you want to have on there. Okay. So that's the first step, is being set up to having everything you need while you're out there. That's step one. It comes with my, you know, I install a Lowrance fish finder, and while I have my tackle out of there, I'm gonna go ahead and show you the battery pack that's on this Hobie. This tray pops right out. Waterproof battery pack. It's a Pelican 1010 micro case. Okay, I'm upgrading later, so this thing may be on the market, but you have AA batteries on both sides. I don't want to pull it, but they're on this side and on the other side, so it's 8 of them. But that thing's completely waterproof, and it just snaps shut, and it's down in here in the compartment. I saw a guy use Velcro on here, and so I think that's what I'm going to do, is just Velcro it to the bottom, but it does stay over here in the compartment on the side for right now. This tray pops back in. Okay, and while I'm still on this tackle box here, I'm going to pull some of the things that I had out of my kayak just to fish with my brother, which is, you know, my needle nose, and these things here that I'm pulling out are something that I showed you guys on my last video in Kima for releasing catfish without having to touch them. Stainless steel, just a simple make. You know, I think this is like 3/8 or something like that, stainless steel, and then your stainless steel pipe. Okay, and I just keep that with me here. All right, and then my needle nose, surgical needle nose here for going down deep to get a hook out. They stay there, and those things stay there. Okay, as you can see, this Hobie, it has rod storage. Very easy to move around. It's not work at all. I'm doing this video myself. I don't have anybody videoing it for me. All right. So your rod storage. It has 6 rod holders. This is a Hobie. I didn't introduce the kayak right at first. This is a Hobie PA 14, Hobie Cat. Okay, I hadn't done a lot of anything to it. This is an extra, okay, but mainly everything that's on there pretty much came with it. All right, like I said, rod storage is like super great to me, to have these rods out of the way and I'm able to just pull them out and do what I want to them. Okay. But I'm gonna move this out of the way and then show you. In here, I have a little bit of bug spray or a Apollo measuring tape, and I'm able to take my bag here with everything that I have that I want to carry with me in it, set it right down in here. Okay, and then it's completely totally out of the way. That is some like reflective insulation to try to keep that cool in here in case you wanted to use that for a cooler. That's really like a 28 or 26 quart cooler if you wanted to use a cooler. Okay, and to try to keep it all neat here, they have bungees. You grab these tabs and just pull them bungees over. I did this myself, took a black rope, because a lot of times when you're launching your kayak, you want to have a tagline or something on it to control it. And I just take this black rope and one of the cleats here, I run it through it, you know, and tie it off however I want to when I'm not using it. Okay, this port here is actually for a sail. You can put a sail, and I think that sail is like $90-something. If you went out on the jetties and the wind was at your back on the way in, you would actually be able to pop in a sail. I don't have one yet. I plan on getting one, and just come in nice and easy like, okay? So with that box put in place, because I'm getting ready, while I'm putting that all in there, I am getting ready for this Saturday, you know, and like I said, I'm inviting any of my kayakers to come out and fish with me. I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I do with this other bag here. When I'm not in my kayak, I kind of put these things in this bag here. But when I'm in my kayak, there's only 2 of these boxes that I carry in the kayak. That one with a lot of corkies, a lot of plastics. But what's neat, they pop right down in here. And this is the other one. It has this Livingston lure, which I lost one at the jetties yesterday, but this is a lure that's supposed to make the noise of a injured bait fish. It hadn't brought me a fish yet, but I am going to be putting it on there. This is another one that I got offline that's supposed to be a good one. It's a bass smasher. I hadn't had any luck with that yet. This is a trusty Rapallo, and I do need to wash it because I used it yesterday out on the water, so I'm going to take it out of there, because whenever you come out with your lures, remember this, whenever you come out from saltwater fishing, you want to run fresh water over everything. I run it over my tackle box, over the zippers. I just wet it all down because it's going to get sprayed out there with salt water. I take my lures out that I use and I wash them down with water and dry them off. Okay, so these 2 boxes that I won't have quick access to because they have weights and different things in, I'll pop them right in here. This Hobie has a deal here to where when you lower it down, it lowers it down. When you raise it up, it pops it back up out of there. Nice, easy lock system, okay? This seat is fully functional. I got this this mount. I'm gonna go ahead and take the camera off this mount. I got this clip-on mount from GoPro. They sent it to me because I had a camera malfunction, and the lady out of common courtesy just sent me this mount here, okay? And I used it yesterday out on the boat, and it came out to be a real handy deal. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of clamp this mount right here, just real quick. It has a real strong pressure. You have to really be using your hands to pop that on. It swivels. I can turn this thing in. The swivel is very stiff, so I'm gonna turn it like this to where I can go ahead and put the camera on and just video me messing with the seat a little bit, because you know you want to have two hands showing you guys this seat. All right, this seat raises just with this deal here. Just move this here out of the way a little bit and see, can you guys see that? But raises high as you want it to. Okay, sit as high as you want, or it lowers you want it to. This one here tilts back, or as a way if you want to rest, you can take a rest. I strongly recommend these. These self-forming life vests are very light. You don't get hot in them. And never go out kayaking. There have been a number of drownings this year at St. Louis Pass. And I mean, just a simple life vest save your life. 40, 50, 60 bucks, your life is worth it. That's for these higher end ones. I mean, 70, 80, 90 bucks. But for a cheap life vest, you can get a pack of I think a pack of like 4 or 5. You can get that for, you know, 15, 20, 30 bucks. I'm not sure. I hadn't bought one in those in a long time. But anyway,